Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the English teachers here. I'm from the United States. I live in the state of Washington on the west coast of the United States. In this hour, we're going to be having a listening practice class. So it's going to be for people who want to practice their listening skills. So we've been working with listening to different types of people, different accents, trying to understand what they're saying, trying to understand first the gist, the main ideas, but then also trying to maybe hear better each word and expressions and things that they're using. So welcome everybody, come on in, and I'm going to say hi to everybody and make sure your microphones are working. And yeah, hi Lubna. Lubna, how are you? Gabrala, are you there? I hear noise, but I don't hear you speaking. Hi Elena, how are you?
Yes, hello.
Oh, hi, Lubna.
Lubna.
Hi, where are you calling from?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you. I am from Sudan.
Sudan. Oh, wonderful. Okay, great. Well, welcome to class. Hi, everybody.
Thank you.
I'm going to just mute your microphone. There you go. You got it? Good. Welcome back, Mateo.
Hello, Lisa.
Hey. All right, going for 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, and Elena, how are you?
I'm fine. Fine, thank you. And you?
Good. How's your heating? That's a joke.
I think today is colder than the other day. So
oh, yeah?
it is perfect.
Just make sure you keep telling your boyfriend, if you do call, answer. It could be an emergency. To remind your boyfriend to answer his cell phone. I'm just joking. Okay, that's related to the other day's writing class. Hi, Anatoly. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
And Amparo, you're back also?
Hi again.
No ironing to do, I guess.
No, fortunately.
Not today. Okay, hi, Ellen.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. All right. Welcome. And Hamit's back too. Hi, Hamit.
Yes, and Lisa, I noticed the previous lesson, one of the Verbling's teachers made a watching TV lesson.
Oh, really? Yeah. In the last lesson, we were reading an article about some new research about binge watching, which is defined as watching like several episodes of a TV series in one sitting, which is something that is new and possible now because you can wait for the whole season to be over and then either buy it on DVD or watch it on Netflix or some other type of service like that. So that was our discussion in the last hour. But yeah, I mean, certainly for English learning, watching TV can be a really good thing, and we're going to do something like that right now. We're not going to watch an episode because that would be too long, too much to talk about, but we can... am I frozen? Ugh, I'm freezing. We're going to watch some short videos, and the purpose is to listen and then for me to help you guys understand, maybe hear the words a little better. I'll give you some of the words, which sometimes help. Like, you know, if you can watch subtitles or closed captions, that can help too, and that's a really good way to start. But of course, the goal, the eventual goal, is to just listen to people talking and understand what they're saying so that you can respond. Okay? So that's what we want to practice, and that's the goal. So to make this work, what we need is for everybody to open up the YouTube app, which is on the left. It's probably over here. The left side of your Google Hangouts screen, where you have a lot of the icons there. If you don't have it, then you can go down to the bottom, and below the icons you'll see 3 dots, and if you hover with your mouse over that, then it comes up a white screen with more apps, and you might have to add it. I have it already here, so all I have to do is click on it, and then it comes up, and I already have put 2 videos in, and so if you open up your YouTube app, you will be able to see the video, and you'll also be able to hear it, and that's what we need for this class to work, is because we need everybody to be watching and listening to everything at the same time. Okay? So does everybody have that working?
Yes.
Yes, for me.
Let's do a
Yes.
little test. Let's just do a little test to start. Make sure everybody can hear and see everything. I'm going to. Okay, hold on. I'm going to be the only one playing it, because if everybody pushes play, then it'll keep playing different parts. So let me go back and just make sure you can hear. Okay. Can everybody see and
Okay.
hear? Yes, Amparo?
Yes, I see.
No?
No?
See, yes,
Yes.
but here no.
I see.
Okay.
Super Bowl, what does it mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ellen, you can see my screen, but you can't hear.
No, I don't hear anything. No.
Okay, did you open up the YouTube app?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me... Okay. How...
Should I watch?
Let
Should
me...
I watch it?
Let me try it again and see, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just...
Mm. No, I can't.
No?
No, I see the YouTube video in your icon, but very small, of course. But I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I just changed something.
I think I can now. Yes.
Ellen, what about for you?
No, I don't hear it. I can see it, yes, but I can.
So you still can't hear it when I'm playing it. Ellen.
Try to close the application and open it again.
Okay, I'm gonna close my screen share there, and I'm gonna turn it on again, and hopefully it'll work. We got to make sure everybody can hear it and see it. Okay, Ellen, let's try.
Okay.
Now?
No.
No?
No.
So Elena you can't hear it, and Ellen, you can't hear it either.
No, I can't see it because a moment before I think I click on the icon, and I think I was going your screen, but not the perhaps my YouTube app doesn't work. I don't know.
Try closing your YouTube app and opening it again.
Yeah, I have done that
You've done that?
a lot of times. Yes. So,
Okay.
No.
Okay, Ellen, what about you? Did it work for you?
No.
No. Okay, so you guys can watch.
At the moment, I just see you, but I can watch on my YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. You guys watch on your YouTube, and then when we come back in like 2 minutes, you guys can
Yes.
be with
Yes.
us. Okay.
Yes, I could.
Okay. All right. So if you can't watch it and hear it, just do it on your own on another window, and then we'll come back together in a couple minutes and talk about it. Okay? So let me just explain in the beginning what it is, so you have a little bit of context. There's an American guy. That's the guy we're seeing right there. And then there's a British guy, and they're going around the United States filming, making little videos. And this particular one they made before on the day of the Super Bowl, right around the Super Bowl, which was in Arizona, the state of Arizona. And so the question is, what does it mean to Americans? You know, Super Bowl. What does it mean to Americans? And so the British guy, he doesn't really know anything about Super Bowl. And so the other guy, the American, is going to be explaining, and they're going to be interviewing some people, talking to people. So it's going to go pretty fast. So we're just going to listen, relax, and then we'll break it down. Okay? So yes, Antonio, we're going to watch number 1 first, which is 2 minutes long and is about the Super Bowl. Okay? All right. So I'll get started here.
Sorry, Lisa.
Yeah?
There's no voice
There's no voice?
now. But first, yes, I hear anything.
Okay, so what some people are doing is just
YouTube.
watching. Yeah, just go to YouTube and watch that first video. Do you see the link to it? In the VerbLink chat where it says video number 1, if you click on that link, that's the video we're watching. Do you see what I'm saying?
Number 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's not working for you to watch it along with me, then just go and open it on another window for yourself, and then you can watch it by yourself, and then in a couple minutes after we finish watching it, we'll come back together and talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know
Okay.
why it's not working for everybody. Should be working. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Working very
Yeah.
clear. First, but now no, don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. Let's try. So they're in Arizona, and before they go up to Tacoma, so they're on their way. But first, they stopped in Arizona. Okay. Okay, so that was pretty fast. Amparo, what did you understand? A couple of things.
Lovely.
Everyone have their own
For the American
opinion.
people, it's better like Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, hold on, Mateo. Amparo, let's hear from Amparo first. Sorry. Amparo, go
Yes,
ahead. What did you
people
hear?
have different opinion about what it means the Super Bowl for everyone.
Yeah.
When you are younger, you have a point of view. When you are an adult, you are just thinking about that, the occasion to have a reunion with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And for everyone, it's just get fun, to be happy, be competitive, to drink a lot, to have a good food also.
Yeah.
And the exaggeration, like the guy that said that is it's comparing with Christmas with when his boy child was born.
Yeah.
Or yes, and the other they said that it must consider like a national holiday.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. You heard a lot. All right. Anatoly, what did you hear? And you guys, we're just checking what you heard, so you can say, I heard these words, this is what I think happened. And it doesn't matter if you say the same thing as somebody else, because I want to hear from you. So go ahead, Anatoly.
This report about this holiday, they compared this holiday in the past and in the present days, and they said that in the past it was a celebration with cans of beer
Yeah.
or other alcohol drinks, and now it is family days, and they are extremely happy, and they show it their happiness. They said that it is quintessential, difficult word of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main idea.
Uh-huh. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Antonio, what did you hear?
More or less is the same that my classmates. I could understand the general meaning and some of the sentence that you write in the screen.
Yeah.
And it's a big party for people in America, and not only for people from America, for people all around the world. I could see an indie talking about he was very happy because they are going to see a big a big match, and they play with honestly, and
Yeah.
people enjoy it. It's sure it's a good day, a good party. They have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, Elena, what did you hear?
Well, more or less the same that the other people, but I think it is quite difficult. I have understood the general idea, and but I have missed a lot of sentences. It was difficult for me.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think was difficult for you? Was it the accent, like the way they spoke, or just the speed of their speech?
I don't know, the speed, of course, and yeah, because perhaps although the theme is clear, the Super Bowl, everyone said something different, so you can't make a general discourse. I don't know. A person talks and another one says something different, and well, perhaps because of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's more difficult to understand what we call like excerpts, or just short little phrases that people say, versus like listening to a news report where one sentence comes after the next sentence and it makes sense. These were just like little, we call them snippets, little snippets or sound bites. This person said this person said that, but it wasn't like a whole, it wasn't sentences, it wasn't a story, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's true. That makes it more difficult. The context also can make it difficult. Like if you're not that familiar with the Super Bowl or what it is or what people do, that could make it more difficult. Even if you know those words, you might not understand understand them in the context. So, okay, good. Those are good things to think about. Ellen, what about for you, Ellen? What did you hear?
Well, I wrote down some words. Most of them have already been said, but this isn't a game, it's business. Quintessential, competitive, fun, eat, drink, celebration with friends and family. For some, it's a family reunion. For others, it's a fan fest. And then the last one said something about deflating, but I didn't get it, what he meant. Deflating?
Yes, that is a reference. Some of you might, unless you are fans of American football, you wouldn't know this, but let me just explain a little bit, because that was at the very end when the guy with the turban, the Indian guy, he said we want an honest game. You know, we get to watch an honest game without any deflated balls is what he was talking about. And what happened in the playoff game with the Patriots was that they were found or accused of deflating the ball, which means taking the air out of the ball. And so even though they won the game and they got to go to the Super Bowl, some fans are very suspicious, questioning, and maybe upset even that they were cheating. So it hasn't been proven yet, but it's a suspicion, and they're investigating now. So even though the Patriots did go to the Super Bowl and they actually won the Super Bowl game, some people think that the quarterback and his team, Tom Brady of the Patriots, are cheating because they were taking the air out of the football, which apparently, I guess, makes it easier to throw, easier to catch. So that's what he was referring to. So deflating the ball. Yeah. So he was hoping that there wouldn't be any deflated balls in the game. That's you heard it, so that's good. Yeah. So that's another thing. Sometimes you might hear the word, but you're not exactly sure what it means. So that's another level of, listening, is hearing the words. Hamid, what about you? Did you pick up on some specific language or things?
I want to mention that there were some different guys from Canada, from India, and maybe we got hurt because of their different accents.
Could be. That could be tricky sometimes for people.
And one guy said it can be National Day, so it makes him happy for this day. And also some guys are happy as well because they want to drink so much.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes. Just to make it clear for people what the person actually said, and we'll hear it again, but he was saying that the government, the U.S. government, should make this day a national holiday so people don't have to go to work. But it is played actually on a Sunday, so you don't have to go to work usually on a Sunday. So it's always called Super Bowl Sunday.
To go to work at the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. After a heavy drunk station.
Exactly. So, and so everybody could celebrate. It should be a national holiday. So it's just expressing his, extreme excitement about this particular sports event, which is very important to some Americans and not important at all to many Americans. And some people think it's really a waste of time, a waste of money, stupid, whatever. So everybody has their opinion, but we're watching the people who love it. Okay, so Lubna, what were you able to hear, understand in the video?
Okay, I watched just only 1 minute, but I understand that Foggy Day and people is very happy celebration with the friends and laughing and play, I think, football or something like this.
Yeah, football. Yeah, this is another one of those American things that is different. Most people around the world call football the game that we call soccer, even in England. So even in English, you can say football and mean soccer. But most Americans, if you say football, they think you're talking about the game that they're talking about, which is American football, which has a ball, brown football, and you throw it, and people tackle each other. So it's very different than soccer, but we call it football. Okay, so good. Yeah, and Mateo, what did you understand?
After I had seen this movie, I think for the American people that's pure fun.
Pure fun, yeah.
For the American people, because it's a big party between American people for this event. But I not understand when someone said this is business because sell beer and hamburger. For this, he said this is business.
Yeah, it's you have to try when somebody says something like that, you have to try to figure out what does he actually mean. But I think sometimes people are being I think what he was trying to say is that it's serious. Like, this isn't just for fun. We're serious about this. We're gonna come out here and this is important. So,
okay, mean word business like serious event, serious.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Because some people will think like, oh, this is just for fun. Like a lot of people said, it's for fun, it's for celebration, it's for drinking, it's for family. But that guy was like, this is business, like this is serious. We want to win, It's like, we're not coming here just to have fun. We want our team to really win. And, so that's, of course he's saying it's fun, but whenever you use the word business like that, it means something serious. Not just, like, for example, we have the expression, let's get down to business. So that means maybe, you're with your friends and you're talking and maybe you're doing something, and when somebody says, okay, guys, let's get down to business, that means let's get serious and start doing what we have to do, whatever that is, like, if we're here to fix up a house and everybody's just eating chips and drinking a beer and talking and hanging out, and then somebody says, okay, guys, let's get down to business, means let's get to work, let's get started. So that's the idea.
But it's a big party is for just one day for starting Super Bowl, or each day?
One day, yes.
Just one. Day. When starting. Okay, when, okay.
Yeah. So, let me just, because this is the context that helps you understand, like every sport, football has a season, and so we have teams, they play each other throughout the season, and then eventually they get into a playoff tournament, and then whoever wins goes ahead to the next game, Finally, you have the playoffs, and then the winners play each other in the Super Bowl. That's the championship game. So it's the biggest game to decide who's the best team for this year, for this season. And it's kind of like the culminating event, the end event, and it's a big event. It happens in different states every year, and people travel, by car or by plane, and they pay a lot of money. The tickets cost, almost $2,000 to go to this game.
Wow, it's expensive.
Very expensive. Very expensive.
That's one ticket.
Excuse me, but it's not very expensive. It's not very expensive if you think in football match and in soccer, for example.
Yeah. Well, that's the cheapest ticket. That's the cheapest. So, famous people go there. Paul McCartney, people, movie stars, they paid a lot of money, and it's a big event, and people make it like an event too. So it's not just going to a game. It's maybe you have a vacation, maybe like some of those people said all of their family met there They have a celebration, they have parties, they go out to dinner. You know, it's like a weekend event maybe, or a 3-day event or something like that. It's not just going to one football game, you know. So, yeah. So it's a big deal for some people. You know, some people don't care. That's stupid. They don't watch it, you know. They don't care at all. But some people it's very, very important. It's part of their life, you know. So.
But usually when start the season?
Yeah.
In here, when?
When? I think it starts in August.
August.
Maybe August is like the preseason, then September. It's kind of like when school starts, you know, in the United States. School starts around September. So, yeah, September, October, November, December, January, and then this is the final game. And now it's over, so no more football. Now we have baseball, basketball, you know, stuff like that. Soccer will be coming up. Yeah.
Good. Useful body for drinking beer, a lot of beer.
Yeah. And so let me just, okay, before we watch it one more time, and let me just say hi to Samira. Hi, Samira.
Hello.
We watched a video, and we were just talking about it, and we're going to watch it again. But first I want to just explain some things that I wrote down while I was listening. I did it in the Verbling chat this time. So, yeah, he says... it's the Super Bowl, man, you know, so man, Americans say that a lot, or dude. It's just a way to express yourself talking to anybody. You can call a woman man or dude as well. So it's just an expression. I kind of know what it means. So that was the British guy. He said he didn't really know. It's like a ball, you know, something. I don't, you know, he says I kind of know what it means, but not much else, to be honest, is what he said. Then the guy with the Strictly Business, it's really important. The other guy who said it should be a national holiday, so maybe you could hear that this time when he's talking about that. Quintessential America, when the lady was saying that, and it means it represents what America is about. That, you know, that's her opinion. Quintessential, it's about, you know, competition, fun, good, being happy, being competitive, you know, people like the competition. Team pride, you know, feeling proud about your team. So those people who were going there, you know, some of those people go to every game, like, for their team, which means traveling around the United States. So some people have a lot of money. They do this. Not everybody can do that. Somebody said Pats fans, the guys who were the Pats, those were the Patriots. That's one of the teams from Boston, New England Patriots. They're the Pats fans. They were saying that by halftime, the middle of the game, halftime, this place is going to be like a morgue. It's going to be a morgue, which means it's going to be quiet. A morgue is where the dead people go, like before they go in the ground. So he was making a joke, like this place is going to be so quiet because the Patriots are going to just kill the Seahawks, you know. That was what he said. And then a girl, she says, oh, you celebrate with all your friends and your family, and the food, chips and dip, so like potato chips, and the dip is what you dip in, like a ranch dressing or something like that, salsa. You let loose, so to let loose means you're free, you're not uptight, you're having fun, you're drinking some beer maybe, you're hanging out. Some guys were saying that when they were younger, they said when we were younger, it was about hanging out with our friends and getting drunk, but now it's about family. So when you get older, the game, you know, how you watch the game changes. When you're young, you just hang out with guys, you drink, you get drunk, you have a fun time. Now you have babies, you know, you sit around and watch it with your family, you go to the game with your family. He said some people, he drove from California, other people were coming from other places, flew out from Tennessee, so people living in other states flew to see the game in Arizona, and they had like a family reunion, people getting together for the game and also to see each other. You've found the word fan fest. So a fest is like a festival or a party, so it's a big party of fans. It's a beautiful celebration. And then the last one, the guy wants to see an honest game without the deflated balls. So, okay, let's watch it one more time. Again, I'm going to see if it works. Open your YouTube app. I'll open mine. and hopefully it will work. If not, then by yourself.
Again, open up.
Yeah, open your YouTube app. Hopefully it works.
Can you put the link again?
Yeah. Let me see. Now that I wrote all that stuff. Okay, let me give you the link one more time.
How do you write a morgue?
How do you write? Oh, a morgue. Okay, I'll write a morgue. Morgue.
Okay.
Morgue. Yeah.
Thank you.
The morgue is where you bring somebody after they died, and they fix them up so they look pretty, you know, and so it's a very quiet place because people are dead. So that's the idea. Okay. All right. So there's the link, and I'll put my YouTube on, and then we're just gonna listen again, see if you can catch some more words, and we'll see how it goes. Did you understand more this time, you guys? Amparo?
Yeah. Yes, more detail, yes.
More details. Okay, good. Yeah, I think, you know, part of the listening, it's really important, is repetition. So the first time you hear, you pick up a little bit. The next time you hear it, you pick up a little bit more. And again, so, you know, watching something like this 2 minutes long, it has a lot of words in it. And to watch it maybe 3, 4, 5 times is really the best way to practice. Because then another part of the listening is hearing how they phrase things. So, you know, some of those people talk very quickly. And so you start to hear, you know, I guess it's about letting loose, you know, let loose. So you start hearing those phrases, which allows you to start talking that way as well. So putting those, like where the lady said, "Oh my God, are you kidding?" You know, you could start saying it like that. "Oh my God, are you kidding?" She's running it all together. So I put it in the chat. My Verbling chat wasn't working, but the group chat, I wrote some things down. So there lots of good vocabulary in there. Does anybody have any other comments? Did you guys hear it anymore? Hamid, was it easier for you this time?
Yes, and one guy says it should be a nice festival.
Yeah. Elena, I'm wondering, for you, did it help to have more context and hear me say some of the words?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay.
I have understood a lot now. Not everything, but yeah.
Good. Yeah. The context really helps, and just the repetition too. Yeah. Lubna, for you, were you able to hear it better this time?
Yes. Especially after your discussion and talking. So now after repetition, I catch some words again.
Okay, good.
So I will continue after finish.
Okay. Yeah, great. And some one thing is about hearing them, and just because you hear doesn't mean you always know what it means too. So that's another thing. So I liked because watching something like this, it's the real language. Sometimes the textbooks or sometimes a prepared lesson or something gives you good language, but this is like real Americans speaking the way they speak, which is fast, which is kind of not necessarily grammatically correct. It's not in full sentences. It's just words, So it's a good thing. The guy's getting really drunk. And you hear how people run together the words too. So being able to hear that and know that it's happening is really important for improving listening. So a lot of times we say gotta instead of got to, and we say gonna instead of going to, and we like run our words together. So sometimes it sounds like one long word when it's really 3 or 4 words. Flew down from, that's a phrasal verb that he used to talk about people, because geographically Arizona is south of Washington, so you fly down if you're talking about going from north to south. So he drove out from, so Arizona is located to the east of California, so he came over from California a little ways, and then people flew out from Tennessee, which is farther away. So using those fly down, fly out, drive out, that's hearing that in the real context. And now, Ellen, when you heard the last part without deflated balls, did that make sense?
Yeah. Honestly, without deflating balls, yeah. Now I understood what he was talking about as well.
Exactly. Good. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's, I think. Does anybody have any more questions or comments about that? The Super Bowl, Americans, anything?
I have a question.
Okay, Mateo.
In the last movie, there were a man. He said, "Without deflated football." What does it mean, deflated football?
Deflated footballs means when you have the football, which is the ball that they're playing with, the brown ball. It means with less air. So usually when deflated means it's going down. And if you do a search, for example, I'm going to just share my screen with you guys real quick, because if you are watching the news right now in the United States, or you're looking at news online, they're talking about deflated footballs because of this.
Okay.
It looks, these are really deflated footballs. They don't have very much air in them at all, but they weren't that much. It wasn't that much deflated, but that's not a real picture. Somebody just put that in there.
Yeah, I know, I understand the point. But in this context,
yeah.
I not understand what kind. What he said in this contest.
So there's been a controversy because when the Patriots played another team called the Colts, they are accused of deflating the ball. So you see, there's all these articles. And it's called Deflategate, is what they're calling it.
Okay.
Like
he hope play the game without. Okay.
Yeah, because that would be cheating. So that's what this is about. These guys here, they check, like there was a decision was made to check all the balls of the Patriots at halftime because somebody told them, they said, hey, the ball is deflated, and so they had to check, and this was a very controversial thing. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's under investigation at the moment. How did the league first learn that the balls may have been deflated? So it's a controversy right now. It's being investigated. So yeah, that's what they're referring to.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's the idea. Okay. All right. So I think we have a little bit of time. This next one that I had is just one. I think it's 1 minute. It's completely different. It doesn't have anything to do. It's 2 minutes actually. With Super Bowl or America. It's a Tibetan monk who has taken in 170 children. So the background for the context is that there was a big earthquake in 2010, and this particular monk, he started taking care of some children. I think it says 35 maybe to start, and then they just needed, more children needed help, and so he started to take care of them. So you're hearing a tiny bit the guy talking in Tibetan, but the person you need to listen to, of course, is the guy talking in English, and he's just saying what that guy is doing. He's interpreting for him, and we'll see a lot of pictures of the children and what they're doing, and he's just explaining how he takes care of them, what they do together, that type of thing. So we're going to listen to that. If let's see, does everybody have the link? If it's not working for you, see if I can get the link here. Is the number 2 one at the top. So let me post that again in the chat. Okay. My verb link, let me post it in the group chat. So in the group chat, you'll see the number. That's the one we're going to watch right now. We'll have 2 minutes. We have about 12 minutes, so we have time to watch it and go over it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, let's see. Samira, were you able to hear that and watch it?
Yes.
Okay, great. What did you understand about that?
Well, what I get is what he's a monk from the monastery, but I didn't get where from he is.
Yeah.
And he run his own home children, And right now in this home, children lives about 117 children, and they came from houses of very poor people of this country, and he wants to give them everything, the education, good education, because he believes that they are the future of his nation, and he still needs a lot of money for that, and he thinks that government can support him.
Great. Okay, good. Mateo, what about you? What did you understand from this?
I understand in this movie that the Tibetan monk take 170 children for maybe these children are orphans. Okay, and give their education.
Yeah. Good.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody can just say a little bit. You don't have to explain the whole video. Just whatever. Lubna, what about you? What were you able to understand?
Okay. The man is a Tibetan monk. Live with hundreds of kids. The kids. He is a care for these kids, education, music, and so on. And he said that the cost it is increased, and he need to support from the government.
Yes. Great. Okay, Hamid.
It is same things like previous friends, but it is crucial to help people from monk, so he can be a religious and religious person and a parent for them, and he tries to be a simple person for their life, like an idol.
Yeah, an idol or a caregiver. He's taking over. Did you understand at the end what they call him?
No, I don't remember now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Ellen, was this easier? You guys? Was this pretty easy compared to the other one?
Yes, thanks to translation.
Okay, Ellen.
The children can call the place their home. It can be children who only have one parent or from a poor home. He raises money with religious lecturers and donations.
Right.
I think I've been to one of these religious lecturers in Sweden once. It was for raising money for orphanage. I don't know if it was the same, but I think so. And he's not only taking care of their health, but also their well-being and their education.
Sure.
Short.
Great. Yeah, great. Okay, Elena.
Yeah, this was quite easy comparing with the first one, and well, I think it's almost all is said by now. But yes, he says that the cost of living is always increasing, so he needs the support of the government to do his job. And the children, I'm not sure now, but I guess they call him father, but anyway, he called the boys my children, as like if they were her own sons.
His own sons, yes. As if they were, right. Yep, that's right. Okay, Antonio.
I have understood almost everything because he speaks very clear and very slowly. I don't have any problem to understand the general meaning and context and the words and the meaning of the words.
Great.
It's quite clear.
Yeah, I think it's much clearer and slower than the other ones.
Why American people speak so fast?
Come on, Spanish people speak fast too. It's just a matter of training those ears to hear those rattling off. Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay. Amparo, what about for you?
Yeah, this Mondo said that he shouldn't been doing this job, but because he have to do it, and after the earthquake in 2010, the number of people the orphan is increasing, and they need more money to cover the expenses. They have a fund for people, followers for all over the country, but he hoped to have collaboration from the government. They're coming from just because they are orphans, or just because they came from single parent families, or just poor families, and
Right.
And they take care of them, not just to provide the food, but also the mental and the education, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you first are hearing something for the first time, even if you understand everything, it doesn't mean that you remember everything. So, and that's part of it. For people, I don't know if any of you need to, but some people on Verbling are preparing for like TOEFL test or something like that. And so listening and knowing how to take some notes, that's a really important skill, a test-taking skill, we say, because you can't remember everything just by hearing it once, even if you understand the words. So it's a good idea to jot down or to write down some words that help you remember. And that's what I try to do here. So I think you guys, everybody understood certainly the main ideas, and you were able to recall, which means to remember and to say what you heard. The main idea was, he's a monk. This is not his job, so of course that's not the normal job of a monk. Usually monks, they're praying, they're taking care of the monastery, maybe they help out the poor sometimes, but they don't take care of children usually. So he's taking care of these children. Started out with 33 after the earthquake. More and more children came for help, looking for help. So of course they feed them, but he made that point that they also do more than feed them. They care for them, like you said, their health, their well-being, their education. A lot goes into taking care of a child. Looks like they're having fun. The music, the singing, that kind of stuff became, you get the idea that they've become a family, and that's what he basically says towards the end. He does have a fund. Ellen, that's really interesting. Maybe you have a connection with this particular monk, but he needs to raise money. So that's what we say, to raise money, followers, his friends, people around the world having fundraisers. But the government, he would like the government to also help. And in the end, he said it's not just a school. It's not an orphanage. It's a home. And that's what he was saying about feeling like their father. And sometimes they even call him dad or father, and he calls them, sons or my children or something. But so that's the sentiment. That's the feeling that you have. Okay, great. All right, well, we finished up our time. Good job, you guys. Again, if you want to listen again, you'll understand even more. I don't think these have the closed caption option, but I was telling people yesterday that's also a good way to help you understand more, is if you're watching a video on YouTube or Vimeo or any other place online, check to see if they have closed captions or subtitles in English. So reading along will also help you, especially if you can kind of hear but you're not sure. Then you can see, like morgue, for example, you'd be able to see the spelling of morgue, and then you could look it up yourself or something. So, okay, guys, we're done. Thanks for coming.
Teacher, take care.
Take care. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye.